Good morning, Doug Stein with PPE Advantage coming to you from Chicago. And to quote Mark Twain, the rumors of my demise are greatly exaggerated. Wanted to take a moment to come on, do a little video on a nitrile glove wannabe called YaniMedBlue. And I believe about 100,000 or more boxes made their way into the US sometime in March. So I hope this isn't too late and too little. But this was brought to me by someone that has a super good eye at looking at minutia. And again, unfortunately, in today's climate, with all PPE and all large purchases, you have to be very, very careful and try to look everywhere for signs of something not adding up. So YaniMedBlue is a brand that is normally an import into Turkey. They do a lot of dolphin and also a lot of this YaniMedBlue. All the test reports were done from a lab in Turkey. They passed every test known to man. They have full certs on chemo, which apparently everybody does nowadays. But anyway, this report was done by SGS on February 7th in China. And again, for those that think that SGS is going to, save them from, being taken, they're wrong. They're just a large inspection company. They hire good people and bad people, just like all of our businesses. And you just can't leave it to them. You have to be very specific about what you're looking for. Now, you can request to them that they do specific types of inspections, and you can catch more of this. And this technically should have been caught. You would have thought that somebody from SGS would have caught this, especially when they were filling out the report. This was done in China, so obviously the inspectors, know Chinese and can read Chinese. So really no excuse on this one, but this slipped through. Anyway, so Yani gloves, not much to see on this inspection report, so I took away a lot of the pictures of the quality issues and things like that. It did pass this test, but I just wanted to show the product description is nitrile. And then the only semi-weird thing here was that they found 2 CE marks on the box, and they were actually almost printed over each other. You can see here on the picture that they're just kind of an inch apart, and they're covering up part of their product code. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but it was noted. But the real interesting part happens down here. This is where they did the inspection. You will note that they only have disposable gloves, powder-free on the box. On the master carton, if you look down here, it says the master Karen. That's not unusual. But they use the words disposable gloves so that they don't have to go through the medical channel for export in China. It's pretty common. Because it's a lot bigger hassle and you have to have a lot more certificates, and my guess is that they really don't have the certificates for this glove because it's not nitrile at all. So they would send this through just a regular non-medical disposable gloves. They could be anything, from nitrile to latex to TPE to vinyl. So there's the Master Karens. But here's where the interesting part comes. Now, those that have imported from China know that they're sticklers for putting these little pieces of paper in all their master cartons and all their product. And it's a certificate of authenticity or certificate about the product. And this is a requirement. It's due to the inspection process in China. And so the master carton will have a product certificate piece of paper, and every single box of these gloves that you open will also have them. And SGS was kind enough to take a nice blow-up picture of this, and so this gentleman had this translated. I wanted to double check on this, so I reached out to Callie, who's been my managing director in China for almost 17 years. I wanted her to translate this for me on her own so I could make sure. This first line says blue blend gloves, non-medical. And the third line says 100% polyvinyl chloride. So these are 100% PVC, and she even mentioned that nowhere on this product certificate do they even mention nitrile. So there it is, YaniMedBlue. Again, I think about 100,000 boxes, 3 or 4 containers came in sometime in March. Again, not sure if it's too little or late, but this is just a good example of how you really, really have to be careful. There's no minutia too small. Now, you can't go completely paranoid and question everything, but just as a reminder, you can specify to SGS or AQF or Bureau Veritas or Intertech, any of these guys, certain specifications on what you test for. When we test in Malaysia, I have a list of criteria that AQF has to check every single time. Doesn't protect me from everything, but I know where my gloves came from, contrary to popular belief. Anyway, it's great to be back. Hope you guys have a great day, great week ahead, and thanks for all your support. Appreciate it. Adios.